Welcome back. We'll pick up where we left off. We're talking about the nephron. Remember, here's a picture of the nephron. We talked about how filtration is going to happen in the glomerulus or the Bowman's capsule, where most of the fluid in the blood is going to be filtered out and put into the renal tubule. Then in the proximal convoluted tubule, which is right after that, you're going to get a lot of that fluid to reabsorb back into the blood. But a lot of the waste is going to be left behind. That's where we are here. Waste are kept in the renal tubule. So, next, we'll talk about the loop of Henle here in a minute, but it's going to go past the loop of Henle into the distal convoluted tubule where most of the secretion is going to happen. This is process of material moving from the blood back into the filtrate. It happens in the distal convoluted tubule. So there's some waste that are still left in the blood at this point. And in the distal convoluted tubule, this waste is going to be put into the renal tubule. So we have this process of things moving in and out of the bloodstream into the renal tubule and so forth, and that filters out the waste. So what actually, and here's a diagram of that. So what actually does the loop of Henle do? What the loop of Henle does is it creates a situation. So it creates a situation where there's a whole lot of solutes right outside the collecting duct. And the collecting duct, remember, is where your urine will be. And all of those solutes are going to attract the water and pull water out of the collecting duct, which is good because you don't want all that water to leave your body. You want to have concentrated urine so you can stay hydrated. I used to have a picture here. I guess I don't know where it went to, but it's gone. That would have been a picture of the loop of Henle. But if we go back to here, you can see it. The loop of Henle is pumping out salts next to the collecting duct, so all that water will re-enter the body and stay in your body versus being urinated out. So what is urine? It's the fluid and waste that remain in the distal convoluted tubule, form the urine, and then they get filtered in the collecting duct. The fluid is further concentrated by the concentration that the loop of Henle created, pulling water out of it. And then finally, that fluid that's in the collecting duct will leave the kidney in the ureter. And this we pick up right here. The ureters carry that urine from the kidney to the bladder. The bladder stores it. And then finally, whenever you want to urinate, the bladder will release that urine down the urethra, and it'll exit the body. So this actually starts even before that. Blood is filtered as it passes through the glomerulus. Filtrate collects in the Bowman's capsule. The filtrate passes through the renal tubule where reabsorption happens in the proximal convoluted tubule. Secretion happens in the distal one. Then it goes into the collecting duct. It's further. The water is then taken out of it a little bit by the salts that were put outside the collecting duct by the loop of Henle. Goes to the ureter. The ureter puts it in the bladder. Then it goes to the urethra where it exits the body. Good luck. Make sure you do your 48.3 post questions. Turn in your study guide. Review for your test. That is the end of the Unit 14 material. Thanks and goodbye.